What's happening YouTube? Caesar Randone here. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button for me. Before we get into anything, I just want to let y'all know that I am a proud owner of a Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. And let me tell you something. This phone, man, we've been through a lot. It's probably been my favorite phone I've had in a very long time. But for the last couple weeks, I've been trying this guy out. iPhone 12 Pro. Gosh, it has been an adventure. And I'm here to tell you about it. So let's get right into it, shall we? Alright guys, so the very first thing I want to tell you is I am not a super duper techie person, so I'm not going to give you each detail and spec on this little guy right here. What I am going to do is give you an honest review and kind of how I felt switching from this to this. So let's start off with the body of the phone. So with this phone, let me tell you something. The last time I had an iPhone was way back in the day, and that was one chunky monkey, really round. But this one just feels luxurious, it feels premium, it feels like an iPhone 12, and I love it. So, as you can see with this phone and the Note, if you do have a Note, you can notice that the bezels are going to be a lot slimmer compared to the iPhone 12. To me, that's a love-hate relationship. Why do I say that? Because when it comes to my iPhone, or my Samsung right here, I always feel like it's going to slip out a little bit, which doesn't make it feel any less luxurious. It just makes me scared almost every minute of every day. But also, when it comes to the sides and I'm on Twitter or something like that, I accidentally touch the sides and it scrolls down like 1,000 tweets. When it comes to the iPhone 12, I don't have that problem. Granted, the bezels aren't as small as this, but at least I don't get those accidental touches that make me want to scroll for 10 more minutes to find the tweet I was just looking at. Trust me, kind of happens a lot. And then when it comes to the feel, having it in my hand, it just feels really, really good. Feels nice. I love it. The next thing I found interesting about switching to the iPhone 12 when I did is iOS system. Like I said, I did have an iPhone because my girlfriend made me get one. Yes, the one behind the camera who's looking at me right now. I did not like it. That's why I went back. But recently I found out that with the new iOS update, you finally have some sort of widget. And let me tell you something, it is like a home away from home. I am glad Apple finally did something with the iOS system to kind of make Android users like me come to this side and say, hey, you know, this is pretty good. This is awesome. So, especially when it comes to multitasking, I know when it comes to FaceTime, that is another thing, guys. So let me talk to you about that. I'm sorry, I totally got off course, but look, all my friends and all my family have iPhones. So when it comes to FaceTiming, when it comes to texting, when it comes to just looking at locations of, I don't know, my sister or my girlfriend or anybody, all my friends, it's so easy. With the Samsung, I really don't get that luxury. If I do have to FaceTime anybody, it's over Snapchat and it's super duper pixelated. So the fact that most of my friends have this iPhone or a iPhone makes it super easy to connect with them, and I love it. Granted, it depends on you. If you don't mind being a green bubble guy like myself, then stick with your phone. But honestly, this was great. I loved it. So let's talk about security now. So there is one thing that kind of bugs me on the iPhone is security. So with the Samsung Note, you have the fingerprint underneath where if your Face ID does not work, you can go ahead, put your fingerprint, ta-da! I'm back in my phone. But look, Apple, come on, please. That's just a little thing. You don't even have to put it on there. You could put it on the little button or something. Just, especially when I'm out and about with my mask, I have to either take it off or put in the password like some sort of, I don't know, animal. No, I'm joking. It's not that big of a deal, but I mean, It kind of is for people who have the luxury of just putting their fingerprint on the phone. I could be hating, but I could be onto something. Apple, if you're watching, come on, you're probably not though. Another thing I love about this phone is the fact that when you text somebody, it just, something about Apple's keyboard and the text makes it super easy. Just for, hey, and they have the swipe now. It just feels better. And don't get me wrong, I love my Android texting, but this, it just feels super duper smooth, super duper easy. I don't even have to look when I'm typing on this phone. I always mess up on my Android, and like I said, because of my Android's edge screen, sometimes it hits like a random letter at the end of the thing. Or this one, I don't really have that problem. So the next thing I want to talk about. Oh man, are you ready? Are you ready? This baby right here. This iPhone camera is amazing. Amazing. The amount of detail and the amount of just the way the colors pop whenever you take a picture, so vibrant, so beautiful. Now, the back camera isn't the only thing that's amazing. The selfie camera is phenomenal. As a matter of fact, let's take a selfie real quick. Perfect. Look at the detail. Beautiful. So the selfie camera brings me on to another point. I realized that with this iPhone, on social media such as Instagram, Facebook, whenever I post stories, they're so beautiful. Everything's so smooth, not pixelated whatsoever. I realized that on my Android, the pictures are amazing when you're in the camera app, or the videos are amazing when you're in the camera app. But then when it comes to actually posting the story onto like Instagram or Facebook, it's super pixelated and doesn't look as good as it should. For some weird reason, I don't know why, but with iPhone, everything's just so smooth and everything looks so beautiful, especially when it comes to your Instagram stories. So that is a major plus. If you are the type of person that loves the camera and loves just posting stories on Instagram, Facebook, even Twitter. I know they don't have stories, but you know what I'm saying. I would say go with the iPhone. If you want more of, multitasking, I feel like there's a little bit more of that offered on the Android compared to the Apple phone, then I would say go ahead and get the Android. So to show you what this camera can do, everything that I'm about to post on my outro was filmed with this iPhone 12 Pro camera. So, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. Peace!